Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends series, Deadpool Legacy Collection Deadpool. This is a single release of the Deadpool that was previously released with, in a 2-pack with, what's that character? Negasonic Teenage Blowpop, something like that, I don't know. Warhead is the name. Different candy. Anyway, people were kind of upset that that was a 2-pack only sort of deal. Now it's a single carded thing and the new movie's coming out, so I figured I would give you guys a quick look at what they've released. So, let's go ahead and get them off the stand and take a closer look. Alrighty, real quickly before we get into the figure, I do want to give you a quick look at my package. It is a new package, all square edges. I love that compared to their slightly slopey other packaging. This is way nicer to handle, and it's a good figure package. Front and center, everything's right where you need it. I like it. I like the direction they're going with that. Pretty cool. Okay. And now we can look at the figure, which was one of the better figures that they have released in a long time. At the time, only it came in a 2-pack. This guy stands just about 16.5 centimeters, a little shy of that, and that's going to make him roughly about 6.5 inches, so he is upscaled a little bit. I don't believe Ryan Reynolds is that tall. Here he is up against Comic Cable. Here he is up against, they're all comic figures, Darwin, slightly bigger. Marvel Select Cap, and McFarlane DC Universe, or whatever it's called, Batman. Okay, so, quick note, this guy is available in stock right now at Big Bad Toy Store. There's a link in the description below. It'll take you right to him. If you want one, that's where you should go to get him. I have a feeling it's going to be harder to track this guy down in a couple of weeks. So if you like what you see here, go ahead and use that link in the description below. It'll help the channel, and you'll be able to get the figure that you want. Alright, so question of the day. How do you guys feel about the upcoming Wolverine Deadpool movie? Does it look good to you based on the trailers? Does it look bad? Does it look like they're trying to just kind of ignore all the garbage that Disney's been putting out? Or what are your thoughts on it? I've heard everything from everyone about this movie. I think it looks like it should be fine, at least fine. He's a lot brighter in that movie, so let me know what you think about that too. Do you like the bright red, or do you like the MCU style dark red? I know he's not technically MCU, but you know what I mean. Alright, so this guy, like I said, really good before, same figure as then, might be slightly different in like the shade of red or whatever, but very, very nicely done. You can see all the details throughout. Looks really good. A custom paint job would really bring him to life, but it's not something he needs. He's got a pretty good spread of molded parts and painted parts. Looks pretty darn good. I don't remember noticing the black just terminating right there on the hips behind the gun holsters, but that's a thing apparently. I mean, it definitely was there, but I don't remember noticing it before. But yeah, lots and lots of detail on here, and definitely enough paint work to carry it through, and the little bits that are on there are nice and clean, so very aesthetically pleasing. I'd say they got the proportioning down just about perfect. Yeah, that looks pretty darn good compared to the movie, so very, very nice. I like that. Alright, as far as... Oh, wait, I should give it a rating. I should give it a rating, probably. 9 out of 10. Looks great. Room for improvement, a little bit more paint, a little bit of a wash. Like a wash alone would go do wonders on this guy, but very nicely done. Alright, accessory-wise, he does get his 2 swords. They fit into the scabbards on his back nicely. He gets his 2 pistols this time. They are not glued in. Mine were very glued in last time. Some people had some that came out easily. Mine did not, but he gets those. That's nice. He gets the knife that goes in the boot sheath. Those are good. Or that is good. And then he has a whole bunch of different hands. Plenty of options there. Vertical hinges on the trigger fingers. So that's it for hands. And then lastly, you get his little unicorn stuffed animal, which is done surprisingly well. I mean, there's not much to it, but the sculpt is good, and the paint that's on there is where it belongs, so can't complain about that. Alright, so accessory-wise, I'll go 9 out of 10. We could use a little bit of paint on the guns, I guess. Or something, but yeah, it's pretty much covered. Yeah, it'd be nice to have like blast effects or something. You could have more, but it's pretty solid. Alright, let's move into the articulation. So the head is on a ball peg, and so is the neck, but Hasbro sucks, so you still get very, very little range. Like, you get decent enough range on that top peg, but that's not how it's supposed to work, Hasbro. You goofs. This ball peg combo, the bottom ball I'm not talking about the bottom of the neck. I'm talking about the bottom ball of this right here. Should be doing all the work, and this should just be for adjustments. But the way they have it is that bottom one barely works at all. Doesn't really do much. So most of the motion is happening on this big ball up here, which is not correct. That's why he has limited range. And then his neck also has just... I don't even know if it's supposed to lean. It looks like it should, but the way they do things, it's really, really hard to tell what's supposed to work because nothing does. Like, I'm flexing the plastic in there now. I'm actually afraid I'm going to break that peg. But yeah, the neck kind of blows compared to what it should be. And they'll use that excuse to say, well, that's why we do disc hinges, because we don't know how to do ball pegs. Alright, butterfly joint on this guy is one of the better ones, for sure. Partly because he's not a comic character with exaggerated chest proportions and everything, but he does have decent range on that, and it doesn't look terrible, so that's okay. The suit design does lend itself also. So full rotation there, the hinge in the shoulder goes up nicely. Bicep swivel is fine, double jointed elbow works nicely. Was the original one pinless in the arms, or does he have new arms? He might have new arms, I'm just realizing this now. Am I going crazy, or was he pinless in the arms? He's not in the legs. His arms are a little long, maybe. Anyway, they work well, so that's good. Ab crunch on this guy. He leans forward very nicely. Harness goes with him well enough, and you can fiddle with it to make it look a little bit better, so that's good. Leaning back. It can technically do it. You have to kind of make it do it, and he's got a weird pregnant belly. But he can do it, so that's okay. And then you get your waist twist right there under the belt. And that works fine. You have to kind of fudge around. That's not a thing. With the belt. It probably is a thing. And then it'll work. Alright, for the hips, he can go forward nicely. He can go back a decent amount. Going out to the side, the guns get in the way and will flex. You can just take the guns out of the holsters, and then maybe we'll see what happens. Alright, so you can do that. And then, yeah, you have to lift the belt up, but decent range. Still not the splits. Not all the way, but it's good enough, I would say. Thigh swivels work fine. Double jointed knee works nicely. Proportioning is decent. That's good. Ankle goes all the way back, all the way forward. Solid ankle rocker. That's really good. So you guys tell me, this is another question of the day. All of you guys who are just all about the pinless joints. Tell me from looking at it right here which joints are pinless. You can't. You can only tell from the sides. And do these little dots really bother you that much? It's so strange to me. Because pinless joints are the pinned joints are the superior joint functionally. It's so strange to me that all of a sudden pinless joints has become this big thing, and it's like not, it's really not in terms of the benefits, and it definitely is in terms of the detriments. Weird. Yeah, these joints will go loose before these do, if they're done correctly. If both of them are done completely correctly, these will wear out before these do, by a mile. Alright, so his articulation's pretty good. I'll go 8 out of 10. And now it's time for the final verdict. Still a really, really great release. Definitely have to recommend this thing. Like, if you like Deadpool at all, it's an awesome figure. It's one of the best Marvel Legends figures made, if you ask me. Is it perfect? No. Unfortunately, it's a movie figure rather than comics, so that's going to bring some people down right there, but it is definitely one of the best figures Hasbro has put out. Not perfect by any means, definitely room for improvement, but it's great. I'm going to give it an overall rating of 9 out of 10. Excellent, excellent release, and it's probably going to be hard to come by pretty soon, so if you want one, link in the description below. Click it, get yourself one. There it is, guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos just about every single day and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.